Kaylin Mercado Ozoko. Who's Kaylin?
She's Kaylin. I'm her translator.
You are her translator? She is charged with parking on the sidewalk.
She wasn't parking in the sidewalk.
Well, it solves that. Inspector Quinn, she wasn't parked on the sidewalk.
Then we didn't need the translator.
Yeah, we don't need a translator here. This is an easy case. Everyone in the courtroom now wants you to translate for them, right? You can find everybody not guilty if we can leave right away.
The case begins with Cayman Orgado Morsoko, charged with parking on the sidewalk. But the defendant isn't doing the talking. It's the translator. Right away, the translator declares she wasn't parked in the sidewalk. Well, that solves that. The judge and the audience erupt in laughter. This sets the perfect comedic tone. The translator then jokes that if he finds everyone not guilty, they can all leave. This unexpected opening immediately makes the case engaging.
All right. What is her explanation? She wasn't on the sidewalk, the police officer just gave her a ticket?
She was blocking my driveway because we got kids playing and we want the kids to go to the street. So we put the car in my driveway so the kids can go to the street. And the police came and we explained to him, but he was in some attitude and we leave him. And I tried to move the car and he was like, no, get out. I'm giving you a ticket. And I'm like, but I was moving the car. No, don't move the car. I'm going to give you the ticket and then you move the car. And I'm like, all right.
The translator explains the reasoning for the parking. They parked the car in the driveway, potentially blocking the sidewalk, to keep kids off the street and safe. That's a noble motive. However, he claims the police officer came with an attitude, refused to let them move the car, and insisted on giving a ticket first. This paints a picture of a bureaucratic conflict complicated by a police officer's perceived rigidity.
Now, this was at 4:30 in the afternoon, right? Mm-hmm. And it was at your house?
Yes.
So you saw the police officer pull up, and now you have a driveway, and her car was parked in the driveway. Mm-hmm. And it was blocking a little bit of the sidewalk, right?
It was blocking my driveway completely.
Well, that's the sidewalk.
No, but the sidewalk was free.
Let me explain something to you.
It was just the driveway and the enter of the driveway.
No. When you first enter your driveway from the street, right? That portion of your driveway is considered a sidewalk.
That wasn't blocked.
That was not blocked?
No.
So she wasn't blocking the sidewalk at all?
No, that's what I mean. I don't know why the ticket is like blocking a sidewalk. What sidewalk? I was blocking a driveway.
The judge tries to clarify the law, explaining that the portion of the driveway near the street is often legally considered the sidewalk. But the translator, acting as a defendant's defense attorney, strongly objects, declaring the sidewalk was free. He argues the car was only blocking his own driveway entrance. This is a classic courtroom point of confusion, a minor parking issue that boils down to a technical legal definition.
Did you take any photographs?
No.
You didn't take
Teníamos que tirarle una foto.
No le tiramos.
What did she say?
Que no le tiramos foto.
That we didn't take the photo.
No.
She was speaking to the officer and the officer doesn't understand her.
All right, she attempted to explain to the police officer, right? And he didn't understand Spanish. Mm-hmm. So he said, I'm going to give her.
The translator clarifies a key point. Cayman tried to explain the situation to the officer, but he didn't understand Spanish. This adds a layer of empathy to the situation. Did a simple language barrier escalate a minor parking issue into a citation? It highlights how a lack of communication can quickly lead to frustration and misunderstanding on both sides.
A ticket. So you went out and you threatened the police officer, right?
No, I was going to move the car for her.
Yeah. He said, don't move it. And what did you,
Yeah.
You had to say something to him.
No.
You just,
More problems.
You just started telling him what you thought of him, did you?
No, I was silent. I was doing what he said.
So you're telling me the police officer had a bad attitude? Is that what you're telling me? But you had a good attitude.
I was calm.
You were calm?
The judge, clearly amused by the translator's strong demeanor, decides to push him, asking, "So you went out and you threatened the police officer, right?" The courtroom bursts into laughter again. The translator insists with a straight face, "I was silent. I was doing what he said." Despite claiming he was calm, he admits the officer had a bad attitude, suggesting he may have projected his own frustration. What do you think really happened out on the street?
Well, something about your story, I'm going to give you a break on it. Anybody else that parks on your sidewalk, right? Make sure you don't go out there and embarrass or insult or threaten the parking enforcement officer. You hear me? Inspector Quinn, what do you think about this? You think she threatened him?
I would definitely be intimidated if she come out to tell me.
See that? Even Inspector Quinn's intimidated by you now.
Do you think I can be a good lawyer?
Despite the contradictions and the translator's attitude, the judge announces he's going to give you a break on it. The reason for the break seems to be the underlying good intent, protecting the kids, and the pure comedy of the situation. The judge then asks Inspector Quinn if he felt threatened, and the inspector immediately says, "I would definitely be intimidated." The translator then asks, "Do you think I can be a good lawyer?" This is pure comedy gold.
I don't know. The jury is still out.
Dice que el policía que no, a nosotros no fue la única que nos molestó ese día.
De no, ya.
You better tell her she won the case. You better keep quiet. I'm going to give you some advice, okay? And here's my advice to you. You better change your attitude, right? I think you're well-intended, but you come across, right, differently than you project, than you think you're projecting, okay? You come across having a bad attitude, and you really don't. So once I got you talking, you didn't have a bad attitude. But at first blush, you sort of got a chip on your shoulder, you know? You know that chip on your shoulder? Okay. Now, if you're as big as Inspector Quinn, maybe you could have a chip on your shoulder. You better be careful.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
See, she takes the advice pretty good, Inspector Quinn. All right, good.
Before dismissing the case, the judge gives the translator some blunt yet kind advice. You better change your attitude. The judge clarifies that the translator comes across as having a chip on your shoulder and needs to be careful, especially since he's not as big as Inspector Quinn. This is classic Judge Caprio, a tough love life lesson delivered right before a compassionate dismissal. The translator takes the advice well, and the case is closed. Professional overview and conclusion. This case involved Cayman Orcado Morzocco, charged with parking on the sidewalk. Though the car was parked at her own driveway entrance, purportedly to keep children safe from traffic. The proceedings were complicated by a language barrier between the defendant and the ticketing officer, and the highly opinionated presence of the defendant's translator. The final ruling was a dismissal of the ticket, granted by the judge who accepted the underlying safety concern as a mitigating factor, despite the technical nature of the violation and the translator's confrontational style. The broader implication is that effective communication and a consideration for public safety concerns often trump rigid enforcement of minor traffic laws in this courtroom.
Talk to you.
Come on, how cool was that? If you'd like to see more cases like this one, tune into Court in Providence every weekday. Excuse me? You didn't know Court in Providence is also a TV show? Oh, wow, your life just got substantially better. To find out what channel we're on, go to courtinprovidence.com, click on your local listings, scroll down till you find your hometown, then start doing your happy dance. That's it. Move it. Move it. Nice.
All rise and hit subscribe so you don't miss the latest viral moments like this one. If you think the judge was right to dismiss the ticket for the sake of the kids, share this video. Weigh in on the cases and tell us what you would have ruled. You be the judge. Subscribe now.